Well, good morning. Today is the final meeting with FarFish, and I want to tell you what we've been working on package number 6. Been basically developing tools for this project. So let's get into it. Tools that have been developed by Javier Gris, Gabriel Navarro, Marta Dunbar, and myself, Margarita Rincón. This package is mainly part of the Spanish Institute of Oceanography and the Higher Council for Scientific Investigations. So many other institutions have cooperated as well. Among them, I would like to name Shuttle Thread and JMPD in the development of these tools. In FarFish, well, we started by recognizing that we not only needed tools for stock evaluation, but we also needed other kind of tools. So we developed 3 main type of tools. Model implementation for stock evaluation, oceanographic support for population dynamics, and a big data analysis by using satellite data to validate the available information. As part of the first type of tools, we developed the so-called FarFish data limited tool that can be found in this link that you see over here, this one. And it's possible to access by login, and there's another part that doesn't need to be logged in. This means that this tool is available for people working within the project or for external users. The biggest advantage is how easy it is to get the input of data. It allows you to visualize them. It offers diagnosis and estimate all the estimate of the catch quota as well. If we go here, we can see different tabs. In the first one, it says edit data. Is where we can enter all our data. And if we are logged in, it goes directly to the FarFish database. If not, there's no problem. It just means that the information will not be saved anywhere. And we also have this data that allows you to see our own data. Yeah? This other one is for data diagnostic. It tells you what methods or models can we use with the available data. And there's another one that tells us the estimate of the catch. But we must be very careful with this one because this number may not correspond necessarily to reality. In order to be more precise, you need a deeper analysis, and you need an expert in stock assessment to be able to make decisions following this procedure. And it's also possible to develop a process of management and evaluation. The process with this tool, first, we start with the first prototype. This prototype was introduced in different meetings and was tested and improved. Then when we created a user guide with different examples of case studies, and we got a variety of feedback regarding these tools. We presented it in different workshops at the ICES, and this were basically the last time that it was introduced or presented in 2020. This has also been used in different courses at the University of Cádiz and the University of Algarve. We have also taught a course about this tool and the data limited method tool with emphasis in these case studies for students at the University of GRO FTP in Iceland. And we have there students that were already there and were attending physically, but there were also students online of different case studies as well. We had students from Cabo Verde, from Seychelles, etc., etc. This course was organized by the Work Package 7, and then mainly the GRO FTP in Iceland. And here we have some pictures of the course. In this course, we also have a lot of help from with a workshop we have that helps us a lot in the implementation of this tool at a case level study. We also implemented a data limited model, limited for the common dolphin fish bycatch in the Seychelles Island. And this is what I'm going to tell you right now. This job of the implementation of this methodology for limited data for the common dolphin fish, which in Spanish is called El Dorado. We call him El Dorado, and in the Seychelles Island is called Doré. So Grufan used the data from the catch that was selected along the quantity index, which was found by the work package number 2. So the catch data was selected along the quantity index. This index will have a CPUE, but it was a CPUE from the Reunion Islands because there was no CPUE in the Seychelles. But this is still meaningful since the biggest bycatch of this species takes place in Reunion Islands. So therefore, with this data, it was possible to see that the utilization, current utilization right now was at a sustainable level. So all this green area you see in the graphic shows the activities there are done in a sustainable way. Also in the second family of tools is the one of oceanographic support and population dynamics. This work was being carried out with the help of University of Qadi Ayat in Essaouira in Morocco. It has been developed mainly with Gufran Derry, my colleague. So along with it, we have been developing together different models, in particular the data limited model, DLM. And in this case, we call it the land-based spawning potential radio, LBSPR, which has been implemented for the chopped mackerel, which in Spanish is known as tonino or boquerón. The chopped mackerel in Morocco, sardines, and also the chopped mackerel in the northern part of Morocco, and different other areas of the ICES where Gufran Derry was collaborating with us in a workshop where a variety of models of this type for many areas were developed. We also made some excess production models for sardines, for the anchovies, and again for the chopped mackerel, of course. With the chopped mackerel, we went a step ahead, and that's because we managed to connect it with environmental variables using the Copernicus satellite data. We found out that there was a big correlation between the exit shown in the model, in the excess production model, and the surface oxygen, the net production, net primary production, the chlorophyll, nitrates, and which are variables that are totally connected with the outcrop. This work was presented in the World Fisheries Congress in the Ibero-American Symposium of Reproductive Ecology, Recruitment and Fisheries Cybercorp that was developed in Colombia, the World Fisheries Congress in Australia, and the Iberian Symposiums of Modeling and Assessment of Fishery Resources in Vigo, in Spain, last week in October. So our last group is the big data analysis using satellite data to verify all the information that we had available. In this case, we have compared this data with the VMS data and international agreements within the countries. So for Senegal, we have the list of ships that the CRODT gave us. And we compared these ships with the satellite information. This was made in cooperation with the LDAC, which is the Long Distance Advisory Council. And for Mauritania, this satellite data has also been taken and compared with international agreements within the countries involved. For this SEAFO zone, it was simply just done a description of all the satellite data that was available. And for the FAO 41 area, this study was also made. This study is where the data was compared from the Global Fishing Watch with the satellite sensors. And in this way, it was possible to see that, in fact, the available data was pretty similar to what was being reported. So basically, this is the summary of our tools. And very sad, and it's too bad that the project is finishing right now. So until next time, and have a nice day.